If I started a new business in 2024, I'd do this. Listen, if you want to remain successful in business, okay, it is a necessary, absolutely necessary to remain flexible and agile, okay, in the current economy. So you want to make sure that you are keeping up with the trends and that you are taking advantage of the current conditions of the market. If you refuse to adapt to these ever-changing market conditions and capitalize on opportunities, guess what? Your business may sink faster than the Titanic, okay? And we don't want that to happen, right? So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about a few things: market research, customer engagement, online presence, and scalability. And I am going to share some innovative tips with you for starting a business in today's digital age. So don't you dare change the channel because this video is for you. But before we get into it, and in case you're new to me, hey there, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by. Listen, whether you're new to me or true to me, I appreciate you being here. Welcome or welcome back. If you are a high achieving woman entrepreneur over 40, a woman of color, or a woman of the LGBTQ plus community, and you are feeling the squeeze between success and satisfaction, girl, you have found your sanctuary, okay? I am your new favorite coach and your biz bestie. My name is Katrina Marie, also known as the Boss Chick Biz Coach and your fearless leader. I am here to resuscitate your life and your legacy. I do that one of three ways. One, I help you to exit a corporate career that no longer serves you. Two, help you to heal internally so that you can expedite your external success. And three, I teach you how to build an aligned and profitable online brand and business without sacrificing your soul and sanity or compromising your health and happiness. So if you are ready to design the life you dream of, desire, and deserve, and claim a life of peace, pleasure, power, and profits, then stick around, stay tuned. Definitely be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a single episode whenever it is that I go live or drop a new video. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start off with market research. That's how we're going to kick this off. Market research is the absolute first step you want to do, right? This is how you remain competitive in the market, okay? The ever-changing market, dare I say, okay? Because it does change so quickly. Listen, as businesses, your business, my business, any business, big or small, businesses of all shapes and sizes, especially a small business, I'd say, right? You need to be able to anticipate challenges and changes, okay, so that you're not blindsided. And when you identify areas for opportunity and capitalize on those very quickly, as they become available to you, right? Or as you know about them, or as you're kind of getting a feel for, yeah, this is what's kind of going on in the market, or you're starting to see other businesses lean towards a particular thing that you may have not considered before, just make sure. Now, listen, I know it could feel risky, and it is. However, business owners take calculated risk all the time, right? Amazon is a great example of a company that remains competitive in the marketplace because of the investment, the many investments, okay, let me go ahead and put emphasis on that, that they continue to make, particularly when it comes to advanced technology, right? And so on the other hand, though, I don't know if anybody, this might be dating myself, but you might be someone who remembers a company called Blockbuster. Remember when Blockbuster was all the hype? They were a big name brand and they failed horribly, right? Do you know why? For the very reason we're talking about today. They did the opposite of what Amazon did, which is when they didn't capitalize, first of all, on the Netflix trend, right? So when they were presented with the opportunity, as the opportunity presented itself, they were like, you know what? We're good just the way we are, and we want to do the things the way we've always done them. Well, guess what? That got them booted, right? They're like an obsolete company now, right? They're completely out of business and nobody even cares. And nobody really, I mean, I'm sure many of you like me remembers Blockbuster, but it's not even a thing now, right? It's a thing of the past. If anything, we don't really think of it in this day and age because, after that came Redbox and after that came Netflix, and Netflix still exists to this day. So, the reality is, and what I'm really saying to you is, don't insist on going the opposite way or giving a lot of pushback when you see that that is actually going to move you forward, right? That's the way to go, right? When technology is changing and evolving, you might want to really give it some serious thought on how you can evolve and change with it. Okay, so and so the reality is the way that this is done, well, in the business world, let me first say, there's a lot of bad decisions that's made. There's always bad decisions that are made. I know that to be true. But you don't want to be one of those businesses that make a costly bad decision, right? I mean, we're going to make mistakes. Some of our calculated decisions will be off, right? The calculations won't be quite where they should be or where that we anticipated they would be. We won't necessarily get the results and the outcome that we thought. But that doesn't mean that we still shouldn't take the risk, right? To some degree. We can test the waters for sure, but to just absolutely say no and refuse to move with the current times is really, really not a good idea. And that's the bigger point, okay? Customer engagement is the second thing I want to talk to you about because consumers naturally change their priorities as far as their needs, their wants, their desires, their interests are concerned, right? Listen, COVID-19, if nothing else, as we know it, was a life-changing event that proved this point very well. So companies who were solely like brick and mortar companies, they were forced to develop accommodations for their customers and their clients, right? And their, quite frankly, the people who work there, right? Their employees. So, and if they didn't, those companies more than likely do not exist to this day. And so they had to find a way to have an online presence and offer a virtual platform for communication purposes and to better serve their people, right? Especially their customers. So those who weren't willing to go along with the program are more than likely not in business. Those who shifted to meet the needs of the customers are still in business because they understood the assignment. Customers are the lifeline or the bloodline, however you want to look at it, same thing, right? In order for our businesses to breathe and to thrive, right? Past the survival mark, we've got to get on board or we may as well sink our own ships. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. So, and then number three is the online presence. Now, prior to the pandemic, quite a few businesses were online. And they were doing quite well, many of them. However, when the pandemic hit, and it hit us like a ton of bricks, right? Completely unexpected. We didn't know what the heck was going on. It accelerated a lot, and I do mean a lot more businesses to adopt the digital technology, right, that we know today. In fact, joining the virtual world really made a huge impact on businesses' bottom lines because companies found creative ways to do more with less, right? And so you may be one of those people, one of those companies, one of the CEOs or visionaries of your brand who made the decision to do the same. So you know where I'm coming from. So navigating the online space is not only smart, it's necessary. Again, not just for the survival of our businesses, but for also the ability to stand out in the marketplace, not just merely exist, right? And definitely to thrive. Then there is scalability, okay? And this point I really want to drive home as well. Look, before, scalability was part of the pivot post the pandemic, right? So this was another change that needed to happen and it didn't happen. It didn't really occur in the way that it did until after the pandemic, right, had taken place. Because technology is now and still to this day moving at such a fast pace, dare I say lightning fast, okay, lightning speed. It is outpacing many businesses to include ones that are very successful. So if your goal is to grow faster, and I'm sure it is, then integrating technology can definitely help significantly. There are like many robust systems and sophisticated software out there, so many options to choose from. And it gives both you as the business owner and your customers a very seamless experience. And we definitely want that seamless customer experience, right? Because this is true, by the way, with or without a team. Okay. It is especially true if you are still a solopreneur, maybe someone who is a parallelpreneur, meaning you are working both your business and demanding corporate career, that can be very challenging. And as you're shouldering the responsibilities of all of those things and whatever outside obligations and, life be life. And so whatever comes with that, it can be very, very difficult and very challenging, right? So, or if you're a solopreneur and you're just at the very beginning, you may have an assistant, maybe you're just now starting to hire and build up your team, whatever the case may be, but especially in those scenarios, if you're not there quite yet, it's okay. But this is especially true when it comes to scalability, okay? Again, don't feel bad if you're not there yet, you'll get there. But I want you to still start thinking on a bigger scale, right? No pun intended, but we are talking about scaling, scalability. So we're talking about thinking on a bigger scale. So that know that technology needs to be able to support your business, the growth of your business, right? At the pace that we're seeing it move now, right? So we want to make sure that we are already setting ourselves up for success. Now, starting a business in a digital age, listen, we're living in exciting times. Can we just like attest to that, right? We're right here in the midst of it all happening. Gosh, this is great, an exciting time to be living in, right? Some of us never thought we'd see the day, or not this soon, but it has come expeditiously and it is moving us right along, right? It is transforming businesses and lives faster than we ever thought possible. And so we want to make sure that as it is transforming us now, here and now, in the present, as well as into the future, propelling us forward, especially when we're thinking about AI, artificial intelligence, right? It is working faster and more efficiently for us on our behalf. And especially for those who really know how to use it to their advantage, I suggest you become one of them. Learn the technology so you can keep with the pace of how quickly it's moving and evolving, okay? The digital age has really, really and truly made our lives so much easier and so much more convenient in terms of just how we live our day-to-day lives, right? On a day-to-day basis, the things we do all the time. It's just our normal habits of life, right? For example, grocery shopping is made simple with the use of an app, right? Uh, banking and digital banking, right, has become a thing. Like you can literally deposit checks. Like who even heard? Like nobody's really using checks so much, right? But the point is, you can make mobile deposits, what in whatever form of money that comes in, whatever the currency might be. You can utilize your digital banking, your app, to do lots of things there, right? We use apps and online services to shop and have it brought right to our front door without having ever to get up, get dressed, go commute to the place, the mall. Like, remember the mall, right? Like, I don't even remember the last time I went to the mall. Definitely before the pandemic, right? But I don't really think I've gone since. Maybe once, just to kind of see what it was like post pandemic. But honestly, it is so much more convenient for me, and I'm sure for you, many of us, who are shopping online more than ever. And so that has become a very convenient thing. We also depend on rideshare apps, right? Like Uber and Lyft. And then of course there's things like DoorDash and Uber Eats. Like there are so many things. Let's not even start to talk about how we now utilize it in healthcare. But particularly what's important is when we need to meet those needs that we have medically, right? Like as far as like, making scheduling an appointment, a medical appointment. Oh my gosh, it is so much easier to use the convenience of telehealth appointments, right? Like it's just great. And so I really appreciate it. And I know a lot of people that I interact with and know colleagues in my circle, just day-to-day people like yourselves. I am so sure you can appreciate it too, right? So gone are the days where we have to do things the hard way when technology makes it so much more easy on us, right? And so these are just a few quick examples, but this has become like our new norm, right? Our new normal. And so, and I just want you to know that it's also a great way for you to become more involve so that you can evolve. So I wouldn't again go against the grain. It's going to happen whether you're coming along or going with the program or not. So why not just make it easier on yourself and participate and get with the program? You know what I mean? Like literally, right? So I would suggest that you make the necessary adjustments. Change is necessary, change is inevitable. It is the one thing that is constant as we know it, right? So it's a guarantee that it's going to happen. Like I said, time ain't waiting for nobody. It's going to keep moving along and evolving, whether you choose to go with it or not. So why not just go with the flow? All right. So I definitely suggest making those adjustments, adapting to those new changes, giving yourself your business a fighting chance to not just survive, but to thrive. At the same time, where we are having the ability to win big in a way that we never had before, right? New opportunities are presenting themselves each and every day. So take the time to learn the new technology, get with the program, go with the flow so you can win big, not only this year, but every year, right? Just every day as we kind of move with life. I definitely highly recommend you do the same. Listen, if you are ready to build an aligned and profitable online brand and business and put your health, healing, and happiness first, I want to invite you to watch my free training. Okay, it is a very well in-depth training that went over with so many people who have watched it so far. It is a way for you to get a better understanding of how to incorporate technology into your business and your programs, right, into your life, but also again just how to build an aligned and profitable online brand and business that includes or integrates technology for sure. That is one of the ways in which you can be and feel supported in a way that you never even thought possible. So I definitely suggest that you don't wait, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Jump on this right now. Like I said, it's free, no cost to you. All it's going to cost you is your time and your attention. Okay, can you just give it that for a couple of hours? All right, you will really enjoy it. It is so valuable, value packed, and you will definitely walk away from that with so much information and certainly well into your transformation. Okay, I'm going to make sure I drop the link in the description below for you, and you can find that there and go ahead and have at it. Okay. Also, if you've gotten any value from today's video, I would truly appreciate it if you will show me some love and help my channel out. Help the YouTube algorithm move along and show my content in front of more people. I would greatly appreciate that. So help me, help you, and help me help other people, right, who will benefit from my message. But also, I want you to continue to come back for more, engage with my content, watch the next video that's recommended up here, okay, on either side that it appears on. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do share this video and save it and come back and watch it later as often as you need to. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much. Again, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. I'm going to tune out while you tune in. As always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. Bye for now.